Hey everybody, I'm coming on today to talk about the element of water. I'm actually doing a elemental series and for this week I'm going to be doing water. It's been showing up so much for me lately and I wanted to talk about different ways that we can actually connect into the water beings of 100% light and to use it in our everyday practice and for healing and for guidance and all of the above. So, a few things that I have been doing to connect in with water are exactly doing that, connecting into different sources of water. And what I've learned, because I actually live in Houston, Texas, and I'm not really surrounded by beaches, I'm not really surrounded by lakes, I'm not really surrounded by rivers. I kind of had to improvise and, get a little bit creative on how I'm going to connect in. Although I do love traveling to the river and connecting in, there are other ways to connect into water, but first I'm going to talk about the natural ways and then ways that I have kind of found that work for me as well. So rivers are powerful and really collecting in that water so you can meditate with it, getting in it, imagining yourself body being immersed in it and the water just carrying away all the things that no longer serve. I know when I sat in the river and actually just let it flow over me and did light language, I had such powerful beings come through and all of this beautiful energy come through. And I just allowed it to cleanse and clear me and up level me and also heal the earth, up level the water around me. And so that was a beautiful experience. Beaches are a wonderful way to really tap in and to allow yourself to be healed and renewed. We all feel so much better after we spend the day at the beach. We feel empowered. It's because our body is being grounded. It's because we're in that salt water. It's because we're connecting into Gaia and the water. And it's so empowering, so clearing. Also, another way for me that I realized that I can connect in is the rain. And so, what I started doing with me and my children is when it rains outside, instead of going inside, we go outside and we dance in the rain. We play in the rain. I sit there and I channel. I allow my bodies to receive exactly what is needed through the rain. And it is so powerful, it's so clearing. And so, how I first started is just with my intention. I went out there and I was like, let me see if I can connect to the rain. I had no idea, and I can. And a lot of us can do a lot of these things. We just have to allow ourselves to experiment and to see what we can do. And so connecting into that rain was very empowering for me. So now every time it rains, I get excited. I feel excited. I'm like, okay, let's go out there. And my kids get excited. And we all just love to be out there and allow ourselves to have fun. And my inner child can shine. And I allow my bodies to be clear at the same time. Another thing that I have done is I found a free pool. I don't have a pool at my house. I have a free neighborhood pool, but it's closed for the season. And so I actually found an outdoor pool. I mean, an indoor pool, a pool that I could go swim laps at, a pool that I could go float in, a pool that I could just let my inner child shine. And what I do is I go swim laps there and I release the dense, heavy energies surrounding me. And then I go into the deep end and I play. I connect into the beings of water. I call in animal beings of light. I do all of these different things. I allow myself to float and connect in and do all of these things. And every time I do that, I find that I connect in with a different being. I connected with the mermaids. I connected with sea animals. I have all of these different beautiful things like come in for me, and I allow it to heal. I allow it to connect. And it has actually helped me to bring in this video and have a beautiful sense of bringing in these elemental ideas for you to share the knowledge that I have gathered by doing these things, by allowing myself to do it. Also, connecting into ponds. There's a lot of ponds where you can go run around. There's a lot of bodies of water, and just sitting there, and I sit just connect into a tree, and I connect into the water and say, what is wanting to connect in with me today? How can I connect into a higher level of light? Is there a way that I could clear myself while clearing the earth? And a big part of me and my responsibility and my soul's purpose is to heal the earth. And so as I'm sitting there healing things on my body, as I'm sitting there moving out energies that I've on, I'm actually healing the energies around me for the earth. And it brings me a sense of purpose. It brings me happiness. It brings me joy. So if this is making you feel excited by listening to this, then you're being called to really connect in and see how can you use water to heal yourself? How can you use water to heal others and the earth around you? And have fun with it, play. It's like when we get excited, it's when we can really, feel good about what we're doing. And so other things that I've had come up and the water beings have watering your plants outside. I asked, how can I connect more into water and watering your plants? Do you have plants outside? You can just turn the hose on and water your grass. There's a lot of things that you can do. And I noticed as I was doing that, I saw water fairies come and all of these beautiful things show up for me. And so I was like, wow, just literally using the hose and watering, you can connect into water beings that way. And meditation, get a bowl of water out. And I heard that yesterday. It's like, while I'm meditating, they want to come in. So bring some water into your meditation. So bringing in water. Also, something else that I do is when I go travel to the beaches, when I go travel to the lakes, when I go travel to the rivers, I actually take jars, glass jars. And if you have like spaghetti jars, or you can reuse them, or you could go buy some on Amazon. I collect water and I bless the water and I use it for different things, for different spells, for different healings. I put it in my bath. I use it in meditation. I scry. You can get a bowl of water and pour it in the bowl, and then you connect into that water. And scrying, you can place in crystals, you can place in herbs, and that is another way to connect into water beings. So there's all different types of ways. Water is very cleansing, water is very healing. It's very healing for your emotional body. It's very healing for mine. I always feel so much better and light when I can transmute and clear my emotional body. And our emotions are meant to flow. We're meant to flow. And when we're in our mind, when we're in all of these things and things show up for us, we can use water to really clear. We can use water to temper us. We can use water to really bring us into that balance. And so a way of scrying is you can just get a bowl, a black bowl, a crystal bowl, whatever feels right for you. And this is with practice. And so you can place crystals, you can place herbs, you can place any different types of things, essential oils, whatever calls out for you. You can place it in the water and then really connect in, and then just allow yourself to meditate and connect in and see what shows up for you. Another way to connect in with water and beings is you things that you pick up in the water. So seashells, rocks. I always am picking up rocks from different things. I went to Hawaii and that was such a beautiful place. And I connect into there all the time just by using the my intentions and also with the rocks. And another thing that shows up for me is when I'm connecting into water, I can connect into the plants. So it's like you'll be so surprised on the different things that show up for you. When I was connecting into the rain, one thing that showed up for me was connecting into seaweed and using in that oxygen for my blood, using in that oxygen for my body. It's like all of these things are so interconnected with the earth and all of us. Our body is water. Is when we can really connect in it. It all comes full circle. We can have that beautiful healing. And one thing I've also noticed is being open minded. And so as I allow myself to try different things, as I allow myself to experiment, more and more things show up for me. And then I'm facing my fears. It's exciting. I'm like, okay, let me try this today. I'm going to connect into the rain. Let me try making a bowl and scrying with all of these different things. Let me try asking the beings of water, what else can I do? What is available for me now? And so it's all about being excited. It's all about allowing yourself to flow. And as we allow ourselves to flow, more ideas flow in, and it's just like a beautiful cycle. And so these are a few different things that have shown up for me that I felt called to share. I'm going to be bringing in a few days, I'm going to be bringing in a healing with the water beings. And also I'm going to be doing a live with my beautiful deck of the Healing Waters Oracle. And so all of these things are going to be happening in my group on Facebook. So if you feel called to join me on Facebook, I have a group and I have a business page, Emerald Dragonfly, and I will have the links below if you feel called to join me. And so I would love to hear how the different ways that you connect in to water and how you work with water. And hopefully I will see you in my Facebook Live or the healing. And I hope you have a good one.